Welcome to a video from thegigitallifestyle.com. In this video we're going to have a look at the Microsoft Lumia 435. So it's a new phone from Microsoft since they purchased Nokia's phone division. It's now branded Microsoft, and as you'll see, it's a budget phone but packs a lot of features into a really small size. So let's take a look at the phone.
Okay, so here's the phone, and it's nice and colourful. Probably a bit on the chunky side, a bit thicker. For a comparison, this is a Lumia 630, and you can see it's slightly smaller. It's a 4-inch screen and a little bit thicker, but it's actually very nice to hold. It's got a nice size to it, so for a budget phone this is a really nice size. I mean, it's a 4-inch display on it. So the screen is nice and bright, I like that. And something else which I quite like, it's got the hardware buttons on here, so you've got the Windows, the search and the back key. Something like the 630 has those as software. Here it is with a big phone. This is a 1520, so you can see the difference in size, but I actually like this nice compact size. So it's an entry-level phone. It's priced around, I think it was £49. I saw it on pay as you go, £69 if without any contracts, SIM free, unlocked. So it's certainly a low-end phone, but it doesn't feel cheap. It's well made. This plastic back is nice and solid. This comes off, and the battery, and you can put the SIM cards and SD card in there. This is the dual SIM edition actually, so you can have 2 SIM cards in this, but there is a single SIM version available. I think the dual SIM is more for international markets, the single SIM one for Europe. Like I said, it takes an SD card as well. So I actually quite like this chunky device, and it's got these sort of squared off edges, and it feels nice in the hand actually. Like I said, I'm used to a big 1520, but I still like the size of this phone. Right, so the back of this does come off, and like I said, in there is dual SIM card slots, micro SD card slot, and the battery. So it has got a removable battery, something the higher end phones don't seem to have nowadays, but a lot of people like that because you can have another battery. And you can swap these back colours. I think it comes in green, black, white, and this nice bright sort of orangey colour, which I really like actually, and that's the green colour that it would come in. The battery, I should say, is a 1500 milliamp battery, so it doesn't feel cheap at all. I really like the feel of it. I should also say as well, this isn't 4G compatible, it's 3G only. Right, so what we got spec wise, we've got a 4-inch screen running 800 by 483, which is on the low end size, but with a 4-inch screen actually that resolution looks very nice and clear, as you can see on here. It's nice and crisp. To give you an idea of a comparison, this is a 630, and about the high end, that's the 1520, and not a lot of difference in the brightness. It's the sharpness when you're reading text that you can see the difference, so that's where you do get a difference. So you can see that, you know, the text obviously a lot easier to read on this large screen, but on here it is actually quite clear and very readable, and no problems at all with that. So I like the screen on it. I think while it's small, it is nice. It has a Snapdragon 200 CPU running at 1.2 gigahertz. But the good thing about Windows Phone is it doesn't really need a high-end processor to be smooth. You can see this is smooth, switching from app to app, and I've also added installed on here Minecraft, and we can try that to see how that works. So there we go. So Minecraft is probably a bit hard to see. Oh, it's not too bad. So you can see Minecraft running on there, and it's very smooth. There's no problems at all. So what this has got though, this has got 1 gig of RAM in it, as opposed to some of the other low end like the 630 there, has got 512, and some games don't like running on 512, and this has got 1 gig in it, so that does mean that you don't have to worry about for compatibility. So that's a really nice thing that it's got that extra memory on there. There's 8 gig of onboard storage, which isn't a huge amount, but Windows Phone works really well with SD cards, micro SD cards. So you can put it supports up to 128 gig for micro SD, so you can put that in there, and you can tell the apps to install there. You can put the pictures in there, you can put your music on there, so it's a really good feature. I've got an SD card in here with music on it, and all the music's on here, and it plays just fine. Right, what about cameras? There's two cameras on this. There is a 2 megapixel rear camera and a 0.3 megapixel front facing camera, and there's no flash on here. The 635 and 630 don't actually have a front facing camera, so it's nice that it's got the front camera. In fact, we can put selfie mode on and you should be able to see the camera lens. Say hello, Jack.
Hello.
So there you can see it's not brilliantly clear, but it's not too bad, so you can use the selfie app. Not a brilliant front camera. It's okay for basic selfies, and maybe okay for using with Skype. The rear camera is actually a bit better. Let's say it's 2 megapixels. It's fixed focus, so there's no focus change on it, but it works reasonably well. And it's nice and fast actually. And just to show, here's some pictures I took before, and it's a decent camera on there for the low end phone. 2 megapixels is not going to set the world on fire, but it's not bad for this type of little phone. And like you can see there, it is actually fairly quick. It's got the smart sequence, which takes a sequence of photos, and then you can stitch them together and do special effects with it. And there is video mode as well, so you can take videos on it. So video is 800 by 448, so you can have it 100 hertz as well. There's no dedicated camera button, which I do miss. That's one thing I like about the 1520. It's got a dedicated camera button, but with Action Center you've got quick access to the camera. Even if the phone is locked, you can swipe down on that and get access to the camera straight away. What else can I tell you about it? It's got an FM radio. If you want to listen to the radio, you can do through the headphones. It comes supplied with a charger. It's running Windows Phone Update 1. Or Windows Phone 8.1 update I should say, which means you get the live folders sort of like this. So this is a folder, and when you press in there you get the more apps on there. It also has Cortana, and there's Cortana. Is it going to rain today?
There's a chance it will.
Well, there you go. So there's Cortana. Which is great. And what else? Oh, speakers. And we could put some music on here. We can have a listen to the speaker. So actually, it's quite loud for this small size. So that's quite nice sound. Really, the speaker grill is there on the bottom there. That's actually a decent sound. So fine for listening to music. So you've got a headphone port up at the top here. The other buttons as well are power and a volume rocker on there. So this will also support Windows 10 when Windows 10 is released in the next few months. So it doesn't support the preview at the moment, although it will do fairly soon, I think, when Microsoft open up the availability for Windows 10 technical preview. When the final release comes out, it would definitely run that, and it'll run it quite well actually. So you have got the latest version as it comes out now with Windows Phone 8.1 update, and you're going to get Windows 10 on here when that gets released, so that's good to know. So overall, I'll say it's a nice little phone. I really like it actually. It's a great little size, it's a great little hand, it's got a nice design. Maybe for someone's first smartphone, or you're getting a child they want to get into smartphones, and you can get them one of them. Or you just like small phones and you want a good bargain price, well, £49, and gets you a really decent phone, and I really like this. So link to the a text review about this on thedigitallives.com. I'll include that link with the video. Thanks for watching this video. We'll have some others on our YouTube channel as well. See you next time. Bye.